Teachers used to say, your behavior is just like your last name. Unforgettable. In school, I learned more about other people's names rather than the ones closer to my own, as if Matam,
Yamazawa, Acevado
were so much harder to say than Tchaikovsky, Michelangelo, Eisenhower, like our last names were made of barbed wire, stripping the flesh of those trying to conquer the meanings in their mouths.
See, my parents named me George, but honestly, I always hated the name George. It reminds me of some
old dead white guy.
Being a young, alive Asian boy, it was hard for me to make the connection.
I realized my first name didn't match my background before I knew how to spell assimilation.
I always wanted a name that set the bar high, that tumbled out of mouths, some assaulted into a room and split the air. A name like Sochi or Anacaona, but although I must have punched inside the placenta, my parents decided on something placid.
Elizabeth.
A name for princesses, pampered women, and perfume. A name full of grace.
A name easily washed down with milk. Patrick, meaning leader. Etymology, Irish. And although I may speak French, I am from Cameroon. Bamileke et Douala, Union and Domdab. I would rather a name that would make a throat swell into a song rather than a sigh. Your name is a song. So now I call myself Pages so I can write my own story. It is the only name that I have ever owned.
And I wanted a name of Dominican Hills Rising and Campesinos Uprising instead of Long Live the Queen, but shorten my name to Liz so colonizers had less to hold on to.
You see, in Japan, your last name comes first. There's an emphasis on family.
But in America,
your nickname comes first because there's an emphasis on accessibility.
Our parents had to dumb down our identity so our family could fit into a straitjacket society.
On countless occasions, I've introduced myself, and people would say shit like,
but what's your real name, though? That don't sound very ethnic.
You don't look like a George.
Or Patrick.
And Elizabeth.
That's because my name wasn't given to me. It was given to the rest of the country. Because when they hear names like George, Patrick, Elizabeth, what they hear is power, class, intellect. But names like Peremante, Kovanjane, Tatsunokochi sound like foreign, impoverished, illegal. What they hear is go back where you came from.
Your name is a dirt pit. It is a black hole. But what they don't know is that black holes be the brightest source of light.
I've always wished my name was dressed in chainmail, that it was a heavy name of thick syllables, shut down with short blades. So when I have my own children, I'ma name them something special.
Something to make people stumble on and guilt trip over.
Something to make their skin a little thicker than mine.
Something to remind their classmates of the last samurai instead of the first president.
Something powerful, something real ethnic, something unforgettable.